Salam sejahtera. This time I would like to share with all of you how are we going to apply RIP on our 3D solid modeling part in SolidWorks. RIP command falls under features tool or features tab, and the icon command looks some sort like this. Okay, this one RIP. For the time being, it's still off. It is disabled. Why? Because we still do not have anything to proceed with this command. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's say I'm going to have my front plane as my sketch plane, and then I'm going to apply the L shape of a sketch like this, and then I'm going to indicate the related dimensions. Let's say this one I'm going to make it 20. For this one, the width is 20 as well, whereas the height or the length of this line is, let's say, 100. Same to go with this one. Let's say this one we make it 80. Okay, 80 mm. Now, once after complete everything, we can proceed with our extruded boss command. Features, extruded boss, and then I'm going to have mid plane. Might probably I'm going to extrude up to 100 mm only. Then click OK. Alright, now let's say I'm going to have a rib at the center of this L shape of this 3D solid modeling part. Okay, so rib, okay, rib at the middle of here. Therefore, in order to proceed with this command, I need to create a simple sketch. Okay, I need to create a simple sketch. Now, okay, let's say I'm going to pick my since I already extruded boss plane just now, so I'm going to pick my front plane as my sketch plane. Okay, so go to sketch here and then sketch normal 2, and then I can just simply pick a line here, and then I just can create a sketch which is a line like this. It is not necessary for you to join this and in order to create ribs. Okay, in order to use a rib command, which is this one. All right, it is not necessary to have or to join this endpoint to this edge, same as well as this one. So just enough like this. Okay, just enough like this. Right, then I'm going to indicate the dimensions. Let's say the dimensions from here to here. Let's say I'm going to make it 25. Right, whereas the distance from here to here, I'm going to make it 10 mm. Right, okay, and might probably from here to here is, let's say, 7, and from here to here is, I'm sorry, not that one. From here to here is, let's say, I'm going to make it 7 as well. Okay, there you are. So once after confirm, all right, you can straight away go to features tool, and then you can select rib command here. All right, select this one, and as you can see over here, we do have the rib one dialog box at our left side of our screen, and basically this is the thickness. And if I rotate here a bit, so the arrow, it means that the rib, okay, the rib will follow this arrow. So it means that from here, this is the platform, and it will go to that side. If let's say if you the extrusion direction, you do like that, so it will extrude to the other side. However, in this particular case, I'm going to create, or I'm going to use the extrusion relation at this particular apa, directions. If I flip material side, it is actually over here, over there. Okay, kalau kita flip, if let's say I choose flip material side, so it will flip to the other side, opposite of this direction is now. Okay, so I just will remain with this one. And then, as you can see over here, the thickness, okay, we do have both sides, so it means that the thickness of this one is 10 mm, and it is actually for both sides. And I pick this one like this, so it means that from here to here, this is first side, from here to here is 10 mm, from here to here to 10 mm, and if I pick both sides, so it means that from here to here is 10 mm. Okay, from here to the middle, this is the origin line which we have created just now. From here to here is 5, from here to here is 5. Overall, from this yellow line to the other side of yellow line is 10 mm. Okay, so it means that middle means that our original line, which is in black color, this one will be located at the middle of this yellow lines. Okay, so it means that the thickness, the overall thickness will be from here to here, which is 10 mm. You can play around with the thickness. Okay, you can play around with the thickness. Whereas if I pick first side again, I would like to repeat here that this is our original line, and the thickness will be from here to here, or from here to here, which is 10 mm. Same to go with this one. Okay, to the other side. Let's say I'm going to use the both side like this, and once after I will show to you later on how are we going to use draft. But for the time being, I would like to make this particular of a draft normal to this direction, normal to this direction in a straight form, in a straight shape. Okay, so I just click OK once after confirm. There you are. So as you can see over here, this is how it looks like. Okay, it's straight. Okay, if you would like to adjust the height, you can just simply go to here. Okay, solid rip, right click, and then go to edit sketch, and you can adjust or change the dimensions that we have inserted, or we have created just now. But for the time being, I'm going to stick with these dimensions. It's just that I want to show to you about draft. Okay, let's say we edit feature. Go to rip 1 here, right click and edit feature. All right, and as you can see over here, we do have a draft. Okay, if you on this, if you on this, and if we play around with the value of the angle, and let's say we on draft outwards. Okay, I'm going to make it 20. Okay, and we'll try to see first how does it look like if we on the draft outwards. So if we click OK, okay, it looks like that. It means that it will draft outwards. If inwards, okay, again, I'm going to edit feature on this particular rib. So right click and then go to edit features, and if I play around, if I off this one, so it will go inside. But since the thickness of this draft is only 10 mm, therefore I need to reduce the value of this angle. Let's say I'm going to make it 5 degree. Okay, so once after confirm, just click OK. There you are. Okay, okay, 5 degree ni tak berapa nampak pula. Okay, let's say I'm going to change this one. I'm going to increase a bit to 10 mm or 15 mm. Click OK. Oh, there you are. Okay, so it means that this draft, it will draft it like that. Okay, since I already indicate with 15 degrees, so that's why they do have holes over here. If I reduce this, okay, we do have holes just now, right? So let's say I'm going to make it 10 or 10. Let's see how does it looks like. Click OK. Okay, okay, they still have. If we do not have, if we do not want to have hole here, so it means that we can just simply off this one, or if we still need to have inwards, okay, inwards draft, if we click this one outward, okay, draft outward, if we off this one, instead the draft is inwards. So let's say I'm going to make it around 6 or 5 as well. Let's show to you just now. There you are. But the draft is not really clear, okay. Okay, since the angle, which is 6 degree, is quite small. So that is how basically, okay, basically how we can play around with the ribs. Okay, I wanted to show to you another one more examples about how we can apply ribs. Ribs also we can implement it to a certain part in order to create a partition. A partition. Okay, I will show to you how we can apply it. So let's say, for example, I'm going to have like this, and I'm going to indicate my dimensions. Let's say the length for this, the dimension, the length of this line is, let's say, I'm going to make it 100, whereas the length for this one, I'm going to make it 200, right? 200 mm. There you are. And then I'm going to extrude it boss with a certain height. Let's see. Okay, let's say we're going to make it 70 mm the height. Okay, and then I'm going to apply fillets. Okay, at this 4 inches. So I'm going to apply fillet. Probably I would like to try out 10 mm first, the value. Okay, let's see. Okay, but I'm going to increase it another 10 more millimeters, become 20 mm. So I think should be fine. Okay, same as well at the bottom of this part. I'm going to apply the fillet, but this time probably I'm going to make it 10 mm, right? So instead of you selecting the line, okay, I also can, okay, this one, I also can just simply pick the surface, right? So automatically all edges that connected to this surface will create a fillet, all right? Okay, that is another way to do, instead of selecting the this line, the edge, all right? We can select this bottom surface as well. So once after confirm, I just click OK. I'm going to create some slot container, small container, and of course, definitely, if we talk about container, we need to have hollow area at this top portion. So I'm going to apply shell, whereby the thickness I'm going to make it 5 mm, and I'm going to select show preview, and the surface that I'm going to remove is this top surface. There you are. All right. Okay, so if you still remember, I did mention just now that rib also we can apply it, we can implement it in order to have or to create a partitions. Let's say I'm going to have a few partitions in this container. So let's say I'm going to create uh, uh, an additional plane, whereby my first reference plane is this one, and then I'm going to make it downwards. 10 mm is quite big. Let's I'm going just to make it 5 mm. Okay, I think just 3 mm. Okay, 3 mm from top. Okay, fine, because I would like to create my sketch on this new sketch plane. So once I have to confirm, I just need to click OK, and then I'm going to pick my new plane, which is plane 1, as my sketch plane, and then I'm going to select normal 2, and I'm going to create the sketch such as lines in this case in order to create the partition. And if you still remember, I also already showed to you at the beginning of this video that in order to apply ribs on a certain 3D solid modeling part, the sketch line that we are going to create, it is not necessary to touch all these edges. So we just simply, okay, since this is at the center, okay, so you just simply create like that, right? And then again I'm going to create a line like this. No need to touch at both of these points. No need, same as for this one. And then I'm going to create another one more here. And even it is not necessary to have a line. Okay, let's say this point is not necessary to have a line together with this endpoint. It's not necessary. You can have also just simply like that. Okay, it should be okay. Right, now I'm going to indicate the dimensions for this one. Let's say the distance is probably I'm going to make it 45. Same to go with this one. Okay, 45. Right. Now it's time for us to apply with our rib commands. Okay, so it means that the positions of all these lines is actually 3 mm below the surface. Okay, okay, all right. So now I'm going to switch to features tools, and then I'm going to go to rib. All right, and I'm going to reduce the thickness. I still going to maintain with both sides instead of using first side as well as second side. Okay, all right. So it means that if I pick again, I would like to mention over here that if I pick both sides, it means that my original sketch line just now, which I've created, will be located at the middle or the center of the thickness. Let's say I'm going to make it 5 mm. So I'm going to make it 5 mm, and I have to make sure that my arrow should be facing downwards. Okay, so once after confirm, okay, I do not want to have draft, so once after confirm I just need to click OK. There you are, right? So it will automatically create a ribs or a partition for us. Okay, like even though just now we do have a fillet at the bottom of this container, it will follow uh, that fillet shapes. Okay, so probably okay, we can hide this plane, and then we can apply those, let's say, fillet. Let's say I'm going to make it 1 mm the fillet. I'm going to select this surface, right? Okay, and then I'm going to apply again with 2 mm this time. This one, this surface. There you are. Okay, so we can play around with those features that we have know, or the features that we have learned before this. All right, so this is how we can apply the ribs, okay, the command which is known as ribs on a certain 3D solid model. Okay, I will show to you another one more last examples. Okay, I'm going to pick part, and let's say this time I'm going to have a round shape of container like that, and my probably I'm going to indicate the diameter is, let's say, 600 mm. All right, and then I'm going to extrude it. I'm going to make the height of this container, or this cylinder, about, okay, I'm going to drag this much more easier. Okay, click this one, click this arrow, and okay, just click this arrow, and then you can play around straight away. And even if you refer to this value, the length, the distance value, it will also change according to the distance that you move this arrow. All right. So let's say I'm going to make it let's see around 400 lah. Okay, around 400 mm. All right, now click OK. Again, I'm going to apply fillet at the bottom of this cylinder. Okay, I'm going to make it let's say 10 mm. Okay, 10 mm. I'm going to make it 10 mm, and I'm going to pick this surface. Well, 10 mm is quite small. I'm going to increase it to, let's say, 30 mm. Okay, fine, should be okay. Now, again, if we talk about container, definitely we need to remove the surface in order to create a certain thickness or a wall thickness for this cylinder or this container. So we're going to pick shell, and then I'm going to maintain with let's say 10 mm the wall thickness, and I'm going to make it show preview here, and then I'm going to each face that I'm going to remove this surface or this face that I'm going to remove, and then click OK. Right, there you go. And then I'm going to have I'm going to make this container into a few partitions. Okay. Again, we can just simply okay. Let's say this time I'm going to pick this surface in order to create my additional plane. Okay, I'm going to flip it, and this time I'm going to make it the distance 10 mm. Okay, 10 mm below 10 mm below this upper or top surface. So once after confirm, I just need to click OK. Alright, and then I'm going to select this new sketch plane in order to create my sketch. Okay guys, let's see, I'm going to have some sort like okay, I'm going to create a circle here. Okay, this one I just simply draw I just simply draw a container. Okay, so let's say I'm going to make it 350 the diameter. Right, and then I'm going to create a line. This I'm going to make it four spaces. I'm going to divide it into 4 spaces like this. Okay, so it means that okay, we try have a look how does this the partition of this container looks like. So once after confirm, we can straight away go to features tab or features tool, then go to ribs, click ribs, and I'm going to I'm going to increase this to 15 mm, make the thickness of this rib a bit thicker. So I'm going to maintain with both sides the thickness of this rib, and I definitely I have to make sure that my arrow should be facing downwards. So once after confirm, I just need to click OK. There you are. So it means that, as you can see over here, I'm going to hide this plane so that it won't interrupt our view. So basically it will looks like this. Okay, okay, it looks like this. All right, so now we can proceed with, let's see, I'm going to have a fillet, same as what we did in our previous part. So this one 15, right? So I'm going to make it 5, and I'm going to select the surface. Okay, there you are. So as you can see over here, okay, they will follow exactly all the shapes that we have created just now, and then click OK. Right, okay, so if I change the color, go to here, right click, then I'm going to change this one to, let's say, quite slow. Okay, I'm going to change it to red color. Okay, red color. Okay, there you are. So if I switch to shaded, it will look like this. Okay guys, so it looks like that. So that's how we can apply, or we can use the command which is known as rip in our 3D solid, on our 3D solid modeling part. Okay, 3D solid modeling part in SolidWorks. All right, so you can create any kind of shape. Okay, and then you can apply rips. Okay, you can try out this. All right, okay guys, so hopefully that you understand about how I'm going to apply rips, and thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in our next videos. Thank you very much.